Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an Empties review video, and I recently did one of these and I was pretty happy with it. I felt like I had some really good information in there and y'all seem to really enjoy it as well. So I have once again saved up my trash for y'all, and I have everything in this Sephora bag to show you guys, and I'm going to go through and tell you guys what products I liked and what products I didn't. So the first product I have in here is towelettes, and these are makeup removing wipes, and these are by the Kirkland brand, and Kirkland is the brand for Costco. So if you have a Costco near you or you have a Costco membership, you can get one of these, and I absolutely love this line. They're super inexpensive. You get like a big box of them, and they're like the best makeup removing wipes ever. I believe they're supposed to be comparable to the Neutrogena ones, but these are definitely better than the Neutrogena ones. These are so soft. They're like a good size towelette. They're super saturated and they totally remove all your makeup, like waterproof mascara and everything. These are so good. Definitely the best makeup removing wipes I have ever used, and they're the best price too. So if you have a Costco, totally get these. The next thing I have is a set of lashes, and these are the Salon Perfect Perfectly Natural Multi-Pack. This is a pack of 4, and these are the number 53s, and I really like Salon Perfect lashes. I find that they work really well. They're very comparable to Ardell's, and they're super inexpensive, so they're really great for freelance work, or if you just want, you know, little inexpensive lashes for yourself. And I can usually get like 3 uses out of them. 3, maybe, you know, sometimes 4 too, but about 3. And I think they're great. They're just cheap, nice little lashes. They're usually like $8 for a 4-pack. And I've bought Salon Perfect lashes like a million times, and I'll probably keep buying them forever. This is a self-tanner, and this is a self-tanning mousse. And I got this from Sally Beauty Supply. And this is called the Tan Wise Dark Bronzing Sunless Mousse. This is supposed to be a streak-free, easy application, ultra dark black bronzers. It does have a pretty dang dark color guard to it. So the initial color that you see is really quite dark, and it's a little scary, and it's kind of patchy when you first apply it. But after you rinse off the color guard the next day, the color that you're left with is really quite lovely, but it's definitely a light tanner. Like, I definitely don't think that this is a dark self-tanner. They call this the ultra dark black bronzers, and I do not think that this is like an ultra dark bronzing tanner by any means. Like I said, the initial color guard is really dark, but the color you're actually left with really isn't like that dark. It's a little tricky to apply just because it does look so patchy, but once you rinse everything off, I think it's a nice tan. It lasts like 4 days, so it's not super long wearing, but I believe this is only like $12 at Sally's, and I really liked it. I went through the whole thing and thought it was a good self-tanner. Next, I have a dry shampoo, and this is the Batiste dry shampoo. I purchased mine at TJ Maxx for $5.99, so it's got a sticker down here, but this is the original scent. It's the clean and classic one, and I like Batiste, but I definitely like the original one better than like the colored ones. I've gotten the ones that are colored before, like when I had really dark hair, I liked to get the dark one, but I definitely like this one better because the ones that are colored, I feel like have so much pigment, you can like feel it in your hair. Like, you can really feel the texture, and you can really feel like the product in there. And I feel like this just leaves your hair feeling like it's actually clean, and it definitely helps take away the greasiness and the oiliness and makes your hair much more manageable. So I do like the original Batiste a lot. I just don't like the other ones. Another hair product I have in here is the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Tamer Leave-In Spray. And this is just like a heat protectant that you spray in your hair before you heat style. And I've been using this for years. Like, since I was like a sophomore in high school, I've been using this. And it's just a good heat protectant. I mean, I don't know how much it's like actually protecting my hair, but I definitely feel better using this than using no heat protectant at all. And this is super inexpensive, and the reason why I've used this one so many times is because it's one of the only heat tamer sprays I can find that doesn't have alcohol in it. For some reason, so many heat protectants have alcohol in them, which makes your hair really soft, and a lot of time it makes it dry really quickly, which is nice, but it dries out your hair, and my hair is so like damaged already. I do go blonder, I get my hair colored, so I'm very against anything drying, anything damaging, so no alcohol goes in this hair, and I really like this stuff. I have another heat protectant, and it's the Chi Smart, the Silk Volumizing Iron Guard Mist, and This has alcohol in it. So I just really said I never put alcohol in my hair, but I did with this. And to be honest, I mean, it was a good heat protectant, but I didn't like this as much as I liked the Tresemme one, just because I felt like it kind of dried out my hair a little bit. Like I did feel like it had like a texture to it almost, like it had this weird feeling in my hair. I don't agree with the volumizing claim because I didn't feel like it gave my hair any more volume than anything else did, but I mean, it was fine. I used it up and it's all gone now and that's cool, but I will not be repurchasing this. I just wasn't too blown away by it and I didn't buy it in the first place. I got it for free from BeautyCon. I have a shaving cream here and this is the Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter and this is from the Dollar Shave Club. I do get the Dollar Shave Club box every single month and this is one of the add-ons that we usually choose to have in our box, and this is just a shave butter. It's a shaving cream and it is made for men's faces, but I really like using it on my body and it just does a good job protecting your skin from your razor. It makes your shave super smooth. It's very hydrating and it leaves the skin feeling really, really nice. This is definitely like one of my favorite shaving creams that I've ever used, and I think it's inexpensive. I'm not totally sure on the price because like I said, I get it in the Dollar Shave Club box, but I do really like this and I think this is the second bottle that I've gone through. I've got a few pieces of skincare here. The first one is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and this is like the travel size. You can get this for $12, and this is just the Ultra Repair Cream, which is like their intensive moisturizer. This is my absolute favorite moisturizer ever. I love this for my skin because it has ceramides and it's like super, super hydrating and it's great for sensitive skin. So this is definitely one of my all-time favorite beauty products, and I highly recommend this to anyone who has sensitive skin, anyone who has super dry skin, anyone who lives in a really dry desert climate like I do, or anyone who has eczema. This stuff is awesome and you can use it anywhere. Like you can use it on your body, but I like to use it on my face. Next I have a cleanser, and this is by CeraVe, which is a like drugstore brand, and it's the hydrating cleanser for dry to normal skin, and this is just a little size, like the little travel size, and I got this because I wanted to try out a more gentle cleanser from the drugstore. I was using the First Aid Beauty cleanser, but I feel like I go through it really fast. Even though I love that one, I wanted something comparable that wasn't as expensive. I've tried the Cetaphil one and I've tried the CeraVe one, and I like both of them. They're that same comparable, very like hydrating, very safe for sensitive skin, just nice light cleanser. So I did love this one, and I thought this one was great because it didn't dry out my skin. Like right after I rinsed it off with the hydrating cleanser, I felt like my skin wasn't like dying for more moisturizer. Like I didn't feel like I had to like lather my face up like right away. So I thought that was really nice, and this is supported by the Eczema Foundation, which is perfect for me. So I do really like this one, and I will plan on getting a larger size, and the big size has a pump too, which is really nice. So I'll probably be picking that up really soon. This is another CeraVe product. This one came in a kit with that cleanser, so you got these two in a little travel size. And this is the moisturizing cream for normal to dry skin. I also really liked this one. I thought it was thinner than most like super hydrating moisturizers that are for like eczema skin. Like the First Aid Beauty one feels a little bit like thicker. But I thought this one was really nice. It definitely left my skin feeling moisturized, but it almost wasn't enough moisture for me. So I'm definitely going to be sticking with the First Aid Beauty one because that one has a little bit more moisture, probably has a little more ceramides in it than this does. I'm not quite sure, but this one just like barely wasn't enough moisture for me, so I probably won't be getting this one, but it did feel really nice on the skin. This is a setting spray from e.l.f. and it's the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This is the one with aloe vera, green tea, cucumber, and a ton of different vitamins in it. e.l.f. is like such an inexpensive brand that I always get sucked into trying stuff, but I should have known that this product wasn't really gonna work for me. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes $3 products can amaze you, but I really didn't like this. I didn't like the way it smelled. I didn't feel like it did anything for me. Like I didn't think it did a good job prepping my makeup, or I didn't feel like it did a good job setting my makeup. I pretty much only used this to like dampen eyeshadows, and I used it all up, but I mean, it's nothing exciting. I've heard people get excited about this and say it's like a great product and it's super inexpensive, but I honestly didn't feel like this did anything that like water wouldn't do. So next I have 4 mascaras, and 2 of these I got in gratis. These are the Benefit mascaras. This is the Roller Lash and the They're Real. I love both of these mascaras. I find that the formula is actually really comparable to these, but the wands are very different. They're both super water resistant, and I like the They're Real better because I find that it gives me more volume and it does a better job like giving me like thicker, fuller lashes. And this is one of my absolute favorite mascaras. Definitely one of like the best mascaras I've ever used, and I have like 10 backups of it. And then this is the Roller Lash, which is supposed to help like lift the lashes, give you a very like curled, lengthened look. And I think it does a pretty good job at that. I like this one mostly for separating and for length. I do like this mascara, but I definitely like the They're Real better because I prefer more like volume and thickness, and I just don't feel like this ever built up to be as like full and big as I want it to be. But it is a good mascara, and I really like it for the lower lashes especially. And then I've got the Glam Lash, which is the Dramatic Volumizing Mascara from Laura Geller. And Laura Geller sent me this to try out, and this is one of my favorite products that I tried out from her. I thought it did a really good job thickening the lashes, and it gave me a very like full volumized look. But I noticed that this dried out really fast. Like this product, I mean, it lasted me like a month, which I guess is about normal for mascara, but I feel like I can usually get it to go longer than that, like 2 to 3 months. So when one only lasts a month for me, I feel like that's not very good. But it was a good mascara and I did like it. And this is the Buxom Lash Mascara. This is just like their like regular one. They've got a few mascaras that are pretty popular. This one does a really good job at volumizing the lashes. I think it's pretty comparable to the They're Real from Benefit, but it's not as water resistant and it doesn't separate as well. It's more just like a fluffy mascara, kind of like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but that one does more volume than this one. So if you like volume, this is a good mascara. It's really popular. This is actually the first high-end mascara that I ever used. And back when I was like 13, I absolutely loved this. But now I've like moved on to bigger and better things. I've got two concealers here, and they are both drugstore concealers. The first one is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. And I loved this concealer because it did a good job concealing and it didn't crease. Like, it did a really good job at not creasing. I still set it, but even when I didn't set it, it was significantly better than other concealers. But the applicator just sucked. Like, I felt like I could never get enough product underneath my eyes. Like, I was constantly re-dipping it, and I just couldn't get a good, like, application of product. But I did really like the formula because, like I said, it didn't crease, which I think is, like, a big deal in concealer. So I think CoverGirl should work on this formula, make it a little bit more hydrating, a little bit more coverage, but keep it crease-proof like this and put it in a better applicator. And this is by Almay. This is like an old concealer. It's the Almay Line Smoothing Concealer. This is one, again, that I used in high school and used to love. It wasn't terrible as far as like creasing goes underneath the eyes, and it made the skin look really nice and smooth. Like, it kind of gave this like very like blurred finish to the skin that looked almost like it was like improving the texture of your skin. So it did look really pretty, which I guess is why it's called the Line Smoothing Concealer. And I did really like it. I won't be repurchasing it because I wasn't totally blown away by it, but if you want something that's for more maybe like mature skin or textured skin, I did enjoy this one. So I've got 3 mini products to share with you guys. These are like little like deluxe size samples. And the first one is a skincare product. This is the Algenist Genius Cream, and it's the serum, the Ultimate Anti-Aging Vitamin C Serum. And this looks really tiny, but I use this for like a month and a half every single night, and I loved it. I felt like my skin looked so pretty. It looked so radiant. It did a good job with like kind of tightening and firming the skin. Any areas that I felt like I have a little bit more fine line development, it really helped to diminish that, and it made my skin just look very like healthy, and I loved the like overall radiance of my skin. But this is so expensive. I think this is like $90 or something like that, but I honestly loved this, and I used it for a good month and I totally saw results. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream, and I loved this. This is such like a small size, but I even used this in a couple of tutorials because I just loved it so much. I love the color of it. This one's the medium, which is perfect for my self tan, and this is just such a beautiful CC cream. It gives you full coverage, like medium to full coverage, has such a pretty finish to it. It feels so lightweight on the skin, and it smells so delicious, and it has this like very healthy, glowy, like just beautiful finish to it. So I can definitely see why there's so much hype surrounding the CC cream, because I absolutely love the sample, and I will probably be purchasing the full size because it's just so good. I'm normally not a CC or BB cream kind of person, but that legit feels like a really good foundation. I don't feel like I'm having to sacrifice anything for a CC cream, which I love. And the last product is a little NARS primer. This is an eyeshadow primer, and it's the Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And I just don't love this. I mean, it's a fine eyeshadow primer, but for the price, I definitely would not choose this one. There are drugstore ones that I like better than this, and there are other high-end ones like the Urban Decay one or Too Faced one that are a few dollars cheaper that I think work way better than this. Which is so funny because I know people, this is like their holy grail. They say it's the best at preventing any smudges or any creasing on oily lids. But from my experience, I just didn't think it did a very good job preventing creasing, and I didn't think it did a lot to prep the eyelids. So I just really was not a fan of this and definitely wouldn't recommend it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy seeing these like little reviews. I really like the idea of saving up products that I've totally used up and being able to give you guys my overall thoughts. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoy this kind of video, and I will continue to make them for y'all. If you don't love them, then I guess I won't save my trash for you anymore. But I think these videos are kind of fun. And as always, I will leave all of my social media links down below. I would love to have you guys on my other social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, or even Snapchat. And thank you so much for watching. I would love if you guys subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in a later video. Mwah!